What's up, YouTube? It's been, oh my word, quite some time. I think the last video I made was around January-ish, and I kind of did some more hinting and whatever. You know, I had the intention in January to come back up until the end of WrestleMania time, but I just got this semester at school. I got really swarmed with stuff, so I really didn't have that much free time on me. So I do apologize for the people who I told, I'm back, Johnny Thunder's back, life got in the way again. I wouldn't lie if I've been thinking about possibly doing another channel and giving it another shot for a while, depending on, what things look like. But as of now, things are pretty slow. I am on spring break right now, and obviously I am not in New York City. At least it doesn't look like New York City. I know all my buddies are there right now. I don't even have to name my buddies. You guys know who my buddies are. They're all hanging out. I just saw a picture of them at a restaurant. The sad thing about it is I'm going to miss them more than WrestleMania the show, because I feel like those trips just became about hanging out with my friends, those guys who I didn't really see at all, and that was the only time we can ever get together was WrestleMania time. So I don't even know if they won't watch this video now. They're all having the best time of their life. I miss you guys a lot, and I hope you guys have a good time at WrestleMania. So let's get to the actual point of this video. WrestleMania 29 predictions. As far as the build-up goes, I'm in the edge. I'm in the middle with this, because there's some matches that I believe were built up good, and then there's some matches that the build-up has just been awful. I'm not super excited for this WrestleMania. Maybe it's because I'm not going live, but I still think if I was going live, I wouldn't be super excited for it. There are like 2 or 3 matches that I'm looking forward to the most out of it. So, it's going to be what it is. It's 29. I think it's going to be one that you can miss, and then WrestleMania 30 will be the big one, the one that they pull out all the stops on, because it's WrestleMania 30. It's a big number. So I got the card here. Let me pull it up just so I don't make sure I miss anything. Alright, let's start this up. Let's get my predictions for this show. The pre-show match between Barrett and The Miz. I'm not sure why this is on the pre-show, and yet the Funkadactyls against Rhodes Scholars thing is on the actual card itself, is on the WrestleMania show itself. I don't understand the logic between that. I think this has been decently built up as a good mid-card feud between the two. They've had a good few matches together. The promos haven't been the best, but it's been like cat and mouse kind of deal. Barrett versus Miz, the Intercontinental title. It can go either way, to be quite honest, but I have a feeling Miz is going to get the win on this and win the belt from Wade Barrett finally after all this time. And that might lead to another match at Extreme Rules, and then after that Barrett can maybe go on to better things, while Miz, because Miz is fine in the mid-cards. I like The Miz, I'm a fan, but his WWE title run wasn't the best. He's a good heel, though. I'm not really buying him that much as a face. Maybe with the IC title and him having a few feuds with other mid-card heels will do that. And who knows, maybe he'll get back up to that WWE title championship level at some point as a face. You never know. So as the match, I go with The Miz. The next match, Team Funk or whatever versus Rhodes Scholars, a 6-man tag. I don't care whatsoever what happens. I feel like it's a big waste of my time. I'm going to be in the bathroom for that 10-second match. Every year we get like stupid matches. Like we had Maria Menounos once. We had Snooki in a match. This is that match this year that really doesn't really fit. It doesn't make sense and is stupid. So who wins? Who cares who wins? I'm going to be in the bathroom anyway. Huh. We got Jericho versus Fandango. I originally wasn't a fan of the Fandango character, but I realized, it's wrestling. You're supposed to hate this guy. I don't like Fandango. He's doing his job. He's being a heel, and he's being a good heel right now, doing the same thing he's been doing over and over again. And with Jericho, Jericho's going to make this guy look like $1 million. There's absolutely no way Fandango loses to Chris Jericho. He can either cheat or get a clean win, but either way, Fandango gets the win, and he looks like a star. And who knows what they're going to do with him after. I have a feeling they'll drop the ball on him like they do all the time with people. But as of that moment, as of WrestleMania 29, Fandango will look like a star when he goes up against Chris Jericho. Jericho doesn't have to win anymore to prove how good he is. He's awesome. He can have a good match with anyone on this roster and make them look great. Jericho, this is his job now. He's not there to win titles and put himself over. He's there to put other people over and make them look like a star. So Jericho's going to do the job, look up at the sky in MetLife Stadium. WWE Tag Team Championship match, Hell No versus Ziggler and Big E Langston. I think Hell No loses this match just because they've had it long enough, and Ziggler and Langston are a really good team. I like Big E Langston. He's really impressed me over the past few weeks that he's been doing his thing where he just beats up people. He's a powerhouse. He's really... I got a feeling he's going to be good in the ring, too. I've never seen a match, but I just have this feeling that he's going to be a good big man wrestler. So I bet Ziggler and Langston win the Tag Team Championships. Then we get Ryback versus Mark Henry. It was rumored a while ago that it was going to be Ryback and Big Show. I'm glad they didn't go that way, because Ryback and Henry is going to be 10 times better than Ryback Big Show would ever be. Ryback's going to get the win. It's pretty obvious. He's the guy rising up, and Mark Henry's kind of slowing down and coming to the end of his career. He's on the way out, so I think he's going to make Ryback look really good because, you know, Mark Henry hasn't been stopped yet since he returned. So it'd be a good moment for Ryback, get him up on his shoulders and shell shock him and then beat him some cool way like that. I hope they pick up the ball again with Ryback because he's a good face. He's a good big guy wrestler. He's a powerhouse. I've enjoyed watching him. So, yeah, Ryback's getting the win on that one. Then we have the six-man tag that I actually care about. Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show against The Shield. I'm calling a Shield win on this with Randy Orton going crazy and just beating up his own team. It seems obvious, and I know everyone's saying it's going to happen like that, and I agree that that's going to happen. I think the Shield need another major win at WrestleMania against 3 former world champions, 3 main eventers, and they'll look like the top of their game, and they'll keep going. I'm not sure where they'll go after this. If they lose, I think it will indeed hurt them in the end, finally getting stopped, and then where they go from there, because we know they can be stopped. So then what happens to the Shield? I hope they don't disband the Shield. I'm enjoying watching the Shield. I'd love to see a bigger team to stop them, put like a Cena, Triple H, and like someone else on that team. That's like my dream main eventers versus Shield match, even though I'm pretty sure the Shield will get buried. Buried? No, they want to get buried. I get annoyed when people say people get buried. Like, they're not getting TV time, they're getting buried. Well, they're on TV, they're not getting, whatever. So I say the Shield wins and Orton goes crazy and beats people up. World Heavyweight title match, Del Rio and Swagger. This build-up has been kind of like I've enjoyed a few moments, but at the same time, it's not super exciting to me. It's been the same thing for the last few weeks now, with Swagger just breaking Ricardo's ankle every week. I think Del Rio will retain the title. And am I calling a Money in the Bank cash-in? It's very hard to say. Like, it can go either way. At the same time, it would be obvious if he did it at Mania, but if he didn't do it, a lot of people would be shocked. But if he did do it, a lot of people would be shocked. As of this moment, yeah, I can see Dolph Ziggler cashing in at WrestleMania because he is cocky and he needs his moment. He wants his moment. So cashing in and win the world title and the tag team championships in the same night, that will be his big WrestleMania moment, and he can brag about that for the rest of his life. So I'm calling a cash-in for the world title match. Alright, now we got the 3 main events. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, no holds barred. Lesnar wins, Triple H retires. Triple H is winning this match, although I don't think he should. When's the last time you really saw a retirement angle other than Shawn Michaels where the wrestler actually stayed retired in some fashion? Like, people have retirement matches all the time, and they come back. Like, it's not impossible in the world of the WWE. Triple H could lose this match, and still, if they wanted him to wrestle again, he can make up an excuse. I mean, he's the COO. He can be like, I'm not retired, I'm back. Like, it would be stupid, but it's possible. But I see Triple H winning, but at the same time, man, I don't think it's going to hurt Lesnar as much as people are saying, because I think the loss to Cena hurt Lesnar a lot, because he just came back. It was his first match back, and he was supposed to be unstoppable, and yet he loses to John Cena. It didn't make sense to me at the time. I believe I actually defended that, though. I think I came up with this scenario last year around this time for my Extreme Rules review, that like something like this would happen, that he would come back and be unstoppable again, and then just to have Cena beat him again or something, or he would come back and destroy Cena and show that he improved. I don't know, but I think that loss did in a way hurt him. I don't know if this loss is going to hurt him a lot. I mean, if there's like Shawn Michaels involved, he can switch in Music Lesnar and get Lesnar into the pedigree, or some kind of way that screws Lesnar over without just Triple H doing it. I don't think it would hurt him a lot, because it took two guys to take Brock Lesnar down, and they can always go with that next time they bring Lesnar back. Like, oh, it took two men to stop him. He was unstoppable until he had to get help to stop him. So I don't think it's going to hurt him a lot. I think the match is going to be great. I've really enjoyed the build up for this, most out of any match, to be honest. It's been personal, it's been physical. Shawn Michaels added a bunch to it last Monday, so I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be just a straight up brawl, a lot of violence. I wouldn't be surprised if they use blood, because they used blood on TV a few weeks ago. So I think they're going to do something special. It's going to be a great fight. I see Triple H getting the win in the end. Now we got Undertaker and CM Punk. A lot of people have been debating what's going to happen in this match, and I'm going to go out on a limb. There's not many people who agree with me on this, but I'm going to say 20-1. I say the Undertaker loses, but at the same time, after he loses, he just destroys CM Punk. So you can have CM Punk take his time off, but at the same time have him end the streak. So when he comes back, he can be like, Undertaker did put me out, but I ended the streak, and that can give him that power. Having CM Punk end the streak gives him power. He'll be up on that John Cena levels, the only man out of all those major main eventers to end the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. This will put him over to the point where he has to be. He's going to be that top heel. He's going to be all the way up there with the likes of John Cena. He'll be known like with The Rock and Austin. He'll be one of those top guys in the wrestling business just by beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I honestly think this is Undertaker's last match, and he can have his big send-off next year, whether it be just a regular match with somebody or going into the Hall of Fame and coming out and doing like a little final salute with his hand up in the air like this. So I think 30 is going to be his big send-off in a way. I think this is his last match. He's getting old. I mean, last year you could tell he was wearing down. And why would you have a streak end and him retire with a 21-0 number? That's just such a random number. If they wanted him to retire with a great number for the streak, last year would have been that moment. If he would have retired last year with the 20-0 number, it would have been fantastic. But it didn't turn out that way. So I'm calling that Punk ends the streak. I think it's going to end. If Undertaker wins, I'm not going to be upset. I'm just going to be a tiny bit annoyed that they went with the 21-0, knowing that he's not going to get the 25. He's old now. I can only... If he wins and wants to keep going, I can only imagine one or two more matches, and then that's it. So he'll end up at like 23-0, and it's just kind of a weird number to end at. So I think they have to end it for the other reason of a lot of people, when the rumors were out there saying that Taker isn't going to be at Mania, a lot of people were getting upset, going, it's not WrestleMania without the streak. Well, put it this way. If the streak ends, there's no more streak, and there's no point for The Undertaker to wrestle on that show if he has nothing he's really wrestling for. All he is now is that streak, and if it's gone, Undertaker can go, and people won't be relying on him to be on WrestleMania to make it WrestleMania, because that would be non-existent. I think Punk wins. Punk gets the big win. So, hopefully I don't get anything. We get to the main event of the night, John Cena versus The Rock for the WWE title. A lot of people are on the fence with this. Some hate it, some like it. I'm on the side of I like it. Originally, I wasn't excited for this match. I thought it was stupid they were doing a rematch after the once-in-a-lifetime deal. A lot of people complained that The Rock wasn't on TV enough. I hate that argument. Because although the ratings haven't shown that, if you look at the DVR numbers, they have been higher than usual. People are watching stuff on YouTube more than usual. They're going to the site more than usual. I know a lot of friends back home here, because I'm on spring break at home hanging out, a lot of friends who watched wrestling in the Attitude Era who are watching now just because The Rock is back and because The Rock is the champion. He is getting brand awareness to WWE again, and people are watching the shows. As I said, the people I know who haven't watched since the 90s watch all the Raws now, and they're interested in some of the mid-card talent. Like, they like some of them. Rock is doing a good job of getting awareness of the company with the title. Okay? The title is nothing more than a prop. I mean, people who are freaking out saying The Rock isn't doing a good job as champion, well, when's the last time the championship mattered to WWE? I'm used to that. I'm used to having Cena main eventing shows at the WWE title matches in the middle of the show. So, a lot of people didn't think this match needed to happen, and people didn't think it needed to happen for the belt. They wanted Punk to have it for Punk and Taker, but I don't think Punk and Taker needed the belt. Oh, by the way, back to Punk and Taker. Sorry if I'm tracking. Build up for that, not the best. I'm just saying it's been kind of corny with the urn. I'm not really into the build up. I just care about the match. That's really it. But back to Rock Cena. I think their promos in the last few weeks have topped every single promo they've done, except maybe one or two from last year. I think there's... So sorry. Laptop thing died. And now I look fat again. No more fat jokes. It hurts my feelings. Okay. So back to Rock Cena. Their promos have been better. I've been enjoying them a lot. Much better than last year's. I think the match itself is going to deliver more because Rock has had more in-ring time this year than he did last year. I think Punk brought the best out of him, and it really... I don't know, set a bar for himself, and The Rock likes the top stuff. So I think his match with Cena is going to be better than last year's. Obviously, I have this thing in my head where I think The Rock is going to win, but I know he's not going to win. Cena gets the belt back, but at the same time, Rock is at Elimination Chamber. Extreme Rules. What is he doing at Extreme Rules? Are they having a rematch? Like, is he doing something? I don't know where it goes from here. I see John Cena winning the belt in some way. Now, is he going to turn heel? I don't think they're ever turning Cena heel. Could he become more aggressive? I could see him becoming more aggressive, but I can never see him becoming a heel. He sells too much stuff. Unless they build someone up as the next John Cena and he starts to catch with the fans, and then they could probably turn Cena, but that's not for a while. So Cena gets the win. The crowd's going to be really mad. That's why I thought that they might do something like swerve us. If I called The Rock is going to win, I'd probably eat it in my face because I know he's not. I know calling CM Punk is going to win is a long shot, but calling The Rock to win is a bigger long shot. So that's WrestleMania. I'm going back to school Wednesday, early afternoon. I'm going to get there. I'm going to take a few buddies with me down to a bar-restaurant in Milwaukee. We're going to watch it out there. We're going to get there a few hours early because when we went for the Rumble, it was insanely crowded. I might even ask if my friend wants to do a review with me afterwards at school. So that might happen. Might not happen. No idea when I'm going to see you guys next. If I start watching regularly after Mania, I might pop in and out. I might watch up to Extreme Rules just to see what they do with like Rock and Lesnar. So we'll see where that goes. I hope you all have a good time wherever you are for Mania, whether you're going in the arena or you're watching on a stream illegally or you're ordering on pay-per-view. It's WrestleMania. A lot of people are complaining about this card being lackluster. It's going to deliver. It's WrestleMania. The last few haven't been the best, but they still had a few good matches on there that's memorable, and there's going to be some kind of memorable match on this show. As lackluster as I think the build-up was, I'd be lying to you if I said I'm not going to watch it. I am indeed going to watch it, and I will most likely enjoy it unless they really, really make me mad. I don't know how they would do that, but hey, it's WWE. It's very possible. So enjoy Mania. See you guys soon.